So, just a real quick early spring garden tour. This is the blueberries we got last year, and they're starting to have buds on them, which is nice. It's a good sign. They pulled through the winter just fine. So, over here we have those kiwi berries. Well, that's actually a raspberry cutting I took. See if that takes in there. And then the rest of these 3 barrels are kiwi berries. We're vining kiwis. And I'm really happy to see this. Yeah, you can see the buds are coming out on the vining kiwis also, which is really exciting. These were pretty expensive plants. They were like $13 or $15 each, and planted them in the fall last year at the end of the season, and really happy to see that they're coming back, because I was kind of wondering how they'd do in these barrels since they're raised up out of the ground. I did put some hay around the outside to insulate them. I'm really happy to see that they did just fine with that. Lots of buds on those. Really excited to see how these grow this year and fill this whole space up. I have some wire up as trellising, so I'm planning on having them kind of as an arch over going on this fence and just kind of filling out this space. These are all the strawberries. We're dealing with rats in the garden right now. I've actually trapped 3 of them already. They're big rats, and hey, I can't blame them. It's a good spot to find food, but I just can't have them here, especially because we're going to be adding chickens to the garden. So lots of buds on the sour cherry tree. Looking nice. Last year the birds got like basically all the cherries, so hopefully I'll remember to put a net over it this year and I'll get some. Also, we've moved this thing a couple times. We've originally planted it outside of the fence over there, but then realized it gets way too wet for it, so we moved it over here. I moved it at the end of the season, the year before last year, so it had all year here last year to establish, so now it should put out some good growth, and hopefully start expanding, putting out more cherries. I love sour cherries. They're like small, kind of like it's hard to explain, but they're good. The herbs pulled through the winter really fine. Actually, they were growing all winter because I had a half barrel covering the top. The sage still needs some time to recover, but it was still going good. And the thyme down there. And then we have these raspberries over here. I just noticed we got some greening on them, starting to grow their leaves. Super exciting. So they will just take over this fence. I've already started weaving the vines a bit throughout the fence to help them out. So yeah, we'll just have a wall of raspberries here, which is exciting. Can't wait to have a ton of raspberries growing in. So yeah, just a quick update on the perennials coming up for now. A couple things I'll be doing this year is one of the big things is putting in some sort of automatic watering system, either soaker hoses for each bed or a drip irrigation system with a timer, all that good stuff. And I'll be hooking it up to the rain barrels and having it run. If we have any electric timers or anything, that'll be running on the solar. I'm going to try and go with, and if I need a pump, I'll do a DC powered pump so I can just run the 2 wires out from the solar. I have a couple thin wires right now for that greenhouse fan, which the rats tore up, but so I'll have that source of power for a small pump or fan kind of over in this area, and then along with the watering system, I'd like to have a little solar powered fountain sort of thing going on here with this little pond. I'm considering either making a little waterfall right here or just have one of those pumps that kind of shoots the water up and does a little fountain sort of thing right in there, because I want to put some sort of small fish in here like minnows or something like that will eat the mosquito larvae and just keep the water clean. So yeah, those will be the main projects this season. I actually just got a job with a solar installation company in our area, so I won't have as much free time anymore. My other job for the past 7 years has been a massage therapist, and I was able to sort of customize my schedule a little bit more and have more days off, although I wasn't really making extra money. I had enough money to just get by, and I also big reason I have the garden is to save money, and so that's just a part of the lifestyle I was living. I still want to continue that, but I kind of just I just won't have as much time out here, so I have to automate everything a little bit. And this is the chicken coop I've been working on. I got the nesting boxes set up here, just a little space for them to go stay warm. I'm still working on covering the rest of it with this corrugated plastic and wrapping the exterior, but for now I got a little space for them. And one more quick bonus plant out here. I got some gooseberries last year. One gooseberry bush. I like burgundy gooseberries. If anyone that's watching this is familiar with gooseberries, they're delicious. The plant has thorns, so you gotta be careful, but they're very prolific and they grow like crazy, produce tons of berries, so I'm really excited to have that here. I've kind of put it out of the way because of the thorns and stuff, but should do well here, especially in the summer. We get a lot of sun right here and it reflects off the side of this, so yeah. And one more project I have coming up. I'd like to, either towards the end of this season or the beginning of next year, I want to get some more of that corrugated plastic and kind of a little bit of wood to kind of reinforce this greenhouse frame, and then I'll wrap that whole thing in that plastic so it's like a more permanent structure and more durable. And since it's so close to the chicken coop, I'll have a little door they can get in and come in here throughout the winter, especially as just like a nice sunny area to stay warm, and hopefully the ground will stay somewhat thawed in there, I can have compost in there for them, and just so they can have a spot to kind of hang out more in the winter and forage a little bit. So that's another project I'll be taking on soon. So between that, the automatic watering system, whatever I come up with that, and just a new job, getting everything planted out, we'll be busy this year. So keep your eye out for more videos. Come on, Leica. Come on. Come on. Wanna go inside? Good girl. Bye, guys.